They've been lying to you for decades. Every time your joints start aching, the first thing they tell you to do is grab a painkiller, pop a pill, rub some cream. Go see a specialist who will write you another prescription. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory medicines on this planet doesn't come in a bottle, it grows right in your kitchen? And it's been quietly ignored by the same industry that profits from your pain? I'm talking about ginger. Yes, that little brown root sitting at the back of your fridge might be the key to unlocking pain-free movement again. But before you roll your eyes and say, "Doc, I've tried ginger, teat didn't work," let me tell you something shocking. Most people use ginger completely wrong. They use it like a flavor, not like a treatment. They sprinkle it on food, drink it once a week, and expect miracles. That's not how healing works. That's not how your body rebuilds itself. See, joint inflammation isn't just about pain. It's your body screaming that something deeper is wrong. Think of your joints as hinges on a door. When they're new, they move silently, smooth, effortless. But over the years, as we age, as we eat the wrong foods, as stress and toxins build up, those hinges get rusty. The fluid dries up, the lining inflames, and every step starts to feel like sandpaper grinding on metal. You wake up stiff. Your knees don't want to bend. Your hands ache when you grab a mug. And every commercial tells you the same lie: take this pill and it'll all go away. But painkillers don't heal. They numb. They silence the body instead of listening to it. I've seen too many patients, men and women in their 50s, 60s, even 70s, lose mobility not because of age, but because they depended on short-term fixes. Their livers became toxic. Their stomach linings thinned. Their inflammation worsened. And then one day, they couldn't climb stairs anymore. So let's cut through the noise. Let's talk about ginger, the real, scientific, yet mysteriously hidden solution to joint inflammation. Ginger isn't magic. It's chemistry. Inside that root are compounds called gingerols and chagols. These are not just fancy names, they're natural. Anti-inflammatories that block the same pain pathways as many over-the-counter drugs. But without destroying your gut or liver. The trick is in how you use it. Most people boil it in water for 5 minutes, toss the root, and call it tea. That's like washing a diamond in the sink and throwing it away. If you want to use ginger for real joint inflammation, you need to understand timing, preparation, and consistency. Here's what I tell my patients. Start simple, but be consistent. Take a piece of raw ginger about the size of your thumb. Wash it, don't peel it. The skin contains additional phytochemicals. Slice it thin. Now, don't just boil it, simmer it. 15 to 20 minutes, low heat. You want those gingerols to dissolve into the water, not evaporate into steam. Then strain it, and here's the secret. Add a pinch of black pepper. Why? Because piperine, the compound in black pepper, boosts the bioavailability of ginger's active ingredients by almost 30%. It's like flipping the switch that lets your body actually absorb what you're drinking. Drink that cup twice a day, morning and night, on an empty stomach in the morning to reduce systemic inflammation, before bed at night to calm your joints and improve blood flow. Do this for 7 days straight and you'll start to notice your stiffness easing. Keep at it for 21 days and you might just forget where you put your pain cream now. I know what you're thinking, Doc. Can something so simple really compete with my medication? Let me answer that with science. Multiple studies, including one published in the Journal of Arthritis and Rheumatology, found that ginger extract reduced knee pain and swelling in osteoarthritis patients as effectively as certain NSAIDs, but with zero side effects. Another study from the University of Miami showed that 63% of participants reported significant reduction in pain after daily ginger use for 6 weeks. That's not folklore, that's biochemistry in action. Still, most people never experience these benefits because they use the wrong kind of ginger. Powdered ginger from the grocery store shelf. That's dead ginger. It's been processed, dried, bleached, and stripped of its essential oils. You need either fresh root or freeze-dried ginger capsules that clearly state standardized to 5% gingerols. Anything less is just dust now. There's another method I recommend for those who really want to take it up a notch. Ginger compresses. This is where it gets interesting. You grate fresh ginger, wrap it in a thin cloth, and place it on your painful joints, knees, shoulders, wrists for 15 minutes. The heat and oils penetrate the skin, increase circulation, and pull inflammation right out of the tissues. It's like natural therapy, no pills, no injections, no toxins. I've had patients call me in tears after 2 weeks saying, "Doc, I can finally open my hands again in the morning." It's the power of this root. But let's be clear, ginger isn't a magic bullet. It works when your lifestyle supports it. You can't fight inflammation with ginger in one hand and sugar in the other. You can't heal your joints if you're still pouring soda and processed foods into your system every day. Every cell in your body is built from what you eat. So start swapping the foods that trigger inflammation: refined oils, sugar, processed meat for foods that heal, fatty fish, olive oil, leafy greens, turmeric, and yes, ginger. If you really want to accelerate the results, try what I call the ginger trio. Ginger tea twice a day, ginger compressed 3 times a week, and 1 teaspoon of grated ginger in your food daily. Combine that with hydration and 15 minutes of gentle stretching or walking every morning. It's not complicated, but it's consistent. And consistency heals. I know because I've seen it. A patient of mine, a 68-year-old retired teacher named Linda, came to me barely able to walk up her porch steps. She had been taking ibuprofen for 8 years straight. Her stomach was constantly upset, her knees were swollen, and she was losing hope. We switched her to a simple anti-inflammatory lifestyle. No processed sugar, more omega-3 south, and daily ginger tea with black pepper. 3 weeks later, she told me her morning stiffness was gone. 6 weeks in, she was walking her dog again. No miracle. Just the body healing itself when given the right tools, and maybe that's the real reason this isn't common knowledge. You can't patent ginger. You can't sell a 30-day supply for $99.99. You can't make billions off a root. It costs $2 a pound at the grocery store. So they don't tell you. They bury it under noise. Under ads for pills, patches, creams, and fancy supplements. But the truth is simple. Nature already gave you what you need. If you've been struggling with joint pain, I want you to pause for a moment. Think about your last 10 years. How many mornings have you woken up dreading the first step out of bed? How many times have you looked at a flight of stairs and felt fear instead of confidence? You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to live in pain. But you do have to fight for your health, because the system won't do it for you. Start with something simple. Go to your kitchen, grab a piece of ginger, and make that tea tonight. Feel the warmth run through your body. That's circulation. That's healing. That's life moving again now. If you really want to push this further, if you're serious about reducing inflammation, I'd recommend adding lemon and turmeric to your ginger tea. A squeeze of lemon provides vitamin C to protect cartilage, while turmeric adds curcumin, another powerful anti-inflammatory. The combination of ginger and turmeric has been shown in research to lower inflammatory markers like CRP and TNF-alpha dramatically. I call it the golden blend. It's simple, safe, and effective. But here's one more secret most people miss: timing. Your body's inflammatory response follows a circadian rhythm. It rises in the morning and calms in the evening. So if you drink your first ginger tea within 30 minutes of waking, you're helping your body reset that cycle early. If you drink it again before bed, you're lowering nighttime inflammation and improving sleep quality. That's why many of my patients who try this report not just less pain, but deeper sleep. It's better digestion, even clearer thinking. Because inflammation doesn't just live in your joints, it affects your entire system. So don't think of ginger as a pain reliever. Think of it as a system reboot, a reset button for your body. Now, let me make one final point. If you're on blood thinners or have gallstones, talk to your doctor before using large amounts of ginger. It can increase blood flow, which is great for most people, but needs supervision if you're on medication. Always listen to your body. Start small. Observe. Adjust. For everyone else, this is your moment to take control. Stop believing the lie that pain is inevitable after 50. It's not. What's inevitable is decline without action. But you can reverse that decline. You can reclaim movement, flexibility, and confidence. It starts with one small step and one small route. So tonight, make that cup. Tomorrow, walk a little longer. In a week, smile when you realize you didn't reach for your pain meds, because healing doesn't come from a pharmacy, it comes from persistence, knowledge, and nature's wisdom. And if this message resonates with you, share it with someone you love. Your brother, your spouse, your neighbor who complains about knee pain. Let's spread the truth they don't want you to know, that sometimes the cure isn't hidden in a lab. It's growing quietly in your garden, because the day you stop relying on the system and start trusting your body, that's the day you begin to heal.